What's going on, YouTube? This is Mixtape. I got another video for you guys. I'm going to be talking about the Lakers, if I think that there's any wrong with the team, and what we could be looking forward to in the coming of days. So, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I always bring you guys something about the Lakers, Call of Duty, Madden, and different topics along those things. And without further ado, let's jump into it. So I find it kind of interesting to see that we went to 3 overtimes in 2 games. We had a 2 overtime game and we won that one. And we just had an overtime game last night with the Thunder and we won that one. It's good. I don't think there's a huge problem with them going overtime, but I do think that it's a problem if it becomes a habit, especially against some of the teams that's not very good. I kind of like them getting into the overtime to make them lock down and focus. But at the same point, I would like to see them blow some more teams out. Who knows? We'll see what happens tomorrow night when they play the Thunder again at home in Staples. But I can't really complain because they've been winning. So you can tell that every time that they've taken a loss that it kind of makes them more serious on what's going on as far as the team and this and that and vice versa. Let me know if you guys kind of agree with that. The main losses I can remember is that they lost opening night to the Clippers. I wasn't expecting them to do too much to win that one anyway. You know, it's ring ceremony. So they lost to the Clippers, whatever. And later on down the line, they lose to the Warriors by a point. They kind of played with the team. Don't get it twisted. In my opinion, I think that the team is much improved. You have more reliable playmaking, scoring. Your role players are playing better. And I think if you put that team up today against the team last year, I think that it would be a very good match. I think that definitely rebounding wise, that team last year probably would get the rebounds, which will limit the opportunities. But I think beyond that, you have to think about the playmaking. We didn't have a Schroeder to make plays all throughout the games. We did have some playmaking going on with Rondo, who came up seriously clutch in the playoffs. Definitely made it happen for us. And I've always been a Rondo fan. I always thought that he played basketball great. And so I was happy to see, him come to the Lakers and win a chip. And Caruso played great. Dwight Howard played great. Morris played great. But this year, I honestly don't have any worries. I know that come trade deadline, they're going to be looking forward to getting another center. And besides that center, I really don't think that there's much that they need to worry about. I think that they need to continue to just keep going hard. And I honestly think the fans have been a little bit too hard on Marc Gasol. Maybe it's justifiable because, you lost Dwight and all of that. But when have you ever known Marc Gasol to be a dominant rebounder? Yes, he's a little older, and it does have some sort of a factor to go into it. But if you be honest with yourself, I don't think he's playing terrible. I definitely think he's not playing up to the par that I thought he was going to come up with. But I think, honestly, Vogel needs to move him around in the rotation as far as what's going on with them. I think you could get a great amount of Marc Gasol out if he was coming off the bench. I don't really think that he's your best option whenever you're looking for a starter, especially if you need somebody to rebound. I don't think he's playing terrible, but I do think that there is some things defensively he can kind of be a little bit better with. And for him to feel free to shoot the ball whenever he's open, especially when they, give him the ball and he's just wide open. I think those are things that he does need to correct. I think that he does great with the bench unit where they throw him out, they give him the ball and they make a cut, or they do some sort of off-ball motion where he can kind of be like your point center. I think that's what you should be looking at him to do. If he scores any points, that's a bonus. But I think more than anything at this point, he should just be able to be another body to throw out there, a big. Give him the ball a few times at the top of the key or free throw line and make it so that way you can create something off ball. And I've been seeing LeBron do that at least once a game. So I think that that's what you guys should be expecting from him. Definitely need another center. I think that's really it. I don't think we could use a wing, but it's not necessarily as bad as we need a big. You need a big that's going to go in and kind of get you rebounds. That's all that's needed. I love what I'm seeing from THT. If there was an option on the table to trade for a Zach LaVine or somebody like that, only person I would be looking to not trade would be THT, because his potential is so open and he's learning so much on the fly. But if he's the difference maker in getting somebody as a Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine, I would go ahead and do it, if that makes sense. I think that the team is good, and if you did get somebody like a Bradley Beal, it would definitely help you score more, but that's not your main issue. I think Schroeder and Montrez is great additions to the team. They're always at least getting you together 20 points, and we could just say 5 assists and 5 rebounds together, and that's, kind of like a second punch beyond a LeBron and AD. So I like their additions, and I don't want to disrupt that to go get a star this year. Usually I would be all for it, but as the season is going on, I think we're seeing that we need depth in order to get the win. I mean, look at Brooklyn. They play great, all three of them together, but if one of them sit out, they're liable to lose to anybody. So I think that what needs to happen is keep playing. Let Vogel keep seeing what matchups take place, what he likes. And from those matchups, just keep fine-tuning. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear you guys' comments. You have somebody like a Alex Caruso or Wesley Matthews who comes in, haven't not played for a little while, and he comes in and he, made a good impact. So that was good to see. I think more come playoff time, it's going to be really interesting to see if they decide to let the young kid get minutes, THT, or they're going to rely on the vets. I think you can make an argument anyway, but I definitely think that they're probably going to look towards KCP and Wesley Matthews coming off the bench. And then if there's a blowout happening, then you'll get your THT minutes in. Maybe Caruso can be the backup point guard. I definitely think that that's a strong option, considering Schroeder will need somebody to back him up. So I definitely think that's probably where it's going to be at. But so far, so good. You're a top team, and things is going great. Hopefully Anthony Davis is good where he can play tomorrow, and hopefully it's just rest. And another thing I see from the Laker fans is they're talking about AD being healthy and all this and that. I agree, but at the same point, I'd rather AD take these little breaks than for him to significantly get hurt, and then that messes up our chance at playoffs. Let him take his time. It is something to be said that LeBron is not missing time, and Anthony Davis has missed quite a nice amount of time. But you know, it's just the way it's going right now. And like I said, just I let Anthony Davis get his time out, let him do what he needs to do, get himself healthy, and you know, hopefully we'll be ready for playoffs to make a repeat. Let me know in the comments who you guys think is going to win. Any early predictions as far as MVP, Sixth Man of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year? I would love to hear them. Right now, I think that if everything stays the same, I think that they're going to look to give it to either Embiid or Joker for MVP. And I wouldn't be surprised if they gave Defensive Player of the Year to probably Gobert. Sixth Man of the Year, I think, is probably going to be Jordan Clarkson. Montrez has a strong shot at it too, but I don't know. I see that giving it to Jordan Clarkson because he's been playing a lot better than he has. I don't know who would you guys look at for most improved. I don't know who that may be. Maybe Julius Randle earns that. All-Stars is right around the corner, so we'll see who all gets to be a first-time All-Star and who's the usual All-Star teams. But if there's anything that you listen to what I say, Laker fans, keep calm. The team is going to be all right. Continue to watch, continue to support, and believe in Pelinka to make the right decisions and Vogel to make the right corrections. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I went 13-7 on my player at the my court. This is Mixtape. I'll holler at you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.